Peace and blessings, everybody. I'm getting ready to change out of my lovely little Ed Hardy clear tote. I'm going to switch to an oldie but goodie. This lady's been rocking with me a long time. She has little flowers on her, so we're going to get on her today. We're going to carry her for probably the next week or so. But in the process, I also wanted to talk about mental health, and more importantly, my mental health. And here I am in all my glory. I'm not trying to hide anything about myself. I've been episode free since the beginning of September, which is really good because I was having episodes quite often. For probably about a year, they were very sporadic, but they were close together, and they were harmful to my family. They were harmful to me. So it's just not a good thing when you get in a psychosis state. But the thing is to work with your medical professionals prior to you having those states, so you can learn skills that will kick in without you even thinking about them. You do the skills so much with your medical professional, your counselor or psychiatrist or your group therapy. You do it so much, it's like second nature, so it's going to kick in when it needs to. And I just feel like when people are suffering with mental health, they tend to go to their family and friends a lot, especially in the beginning, right? They tend to go to their family and friends to try to get the validation and the support that they need. But in my opinion, it's not the best thing. They're there to help you when you're unable to help yourself. Definitely, I agree with that. But day to day, to put your mental health on your family and friends, or make an excuse that this is my mental health issue, so you just got to deal with it, it's not fair. And they have so much help out there with professionals that are non-biased, and they'll get you to where you need to go if you use your tools properly. And when I say tools, I mean like reaching out to your psychiatry team if you're having an issue, making sure that you're in the right environment, that you get along with your counselor, that it's a good fit. All of those things need to be in play in order to get through any kind of mania or manic episodes that you'll have. If you don't use those tools, it can be catastrophic. Who knows what you'll end up doing, saying, losing your cool. For example, I'm in the process of changing to a new center, a new day center, and they have about this much paperwork to fill out. And paperwork and me do not get along. I get so frustrated when I have paper. I could do it on the phone. Like if I can go through and do it on the phone, I don't have any problem with it. But when I have to physically take from my brain and write down the answers to those questions, it frustrates me, and it's a hard thing. And it's been hard ever since 2018. It's something that I've been struggling with. And it really agitates me, and it puts me in a real shitty mood. So I tend to not, to steer away from what I need to do. But that's my obligation, and I can't expect somebody else to do it for me, because I have to get the help that I need any way possible. So I'm a little disappointed in myself that I've been taking so long to fill out the paperwork, to be honest with you. But again, it does piss me off, and I recognize that. So the way that I'm getting past that is I'll fill out a couple pages, go away until I feel good enough to fill out a couple more pages, and I'm just doing it in a slower time frame, but I am still getting it done, because stuff like that, like, you have to be the one to ask for help. You have to be the one to want the help and do what is required. First bag in there. To do what is required in order to find your person, really, to be honest, like to find your person within the counseling center. I don't know if that makes sense, but I see a lot of people coming online, they're using these friendships and relationships, and they come online and they spew things there, and the things should actually be, you should be talking to your therapist about those things, not the internet. If you have friends, like friends, and you talk on behind the scenes, then okay, probably, talk to them about it, but what are they really gonna do? You need a professional. So YouTube has been a little crazy with that. I didn't realize there were so many people that do that, and I was getting sucked in. Sunglasses, eyeglasses. I was getting sucked into it for a while, so I really had to take a step back and say, okay, this is not fruitful for what I need in life. It's not fruitful. So I'm not gonna do it anymore. And it's, you know, it's as simple as that, is quitting an action that you find out is not fruitful for you. And I gotta get my debit card. And yeah, so you can't expect the internet to fix your problems. And you going on the internet yelling and cursing and calling people the C word and stuff like that, that's not a good look for anybody, whether in public at all, whether it's in, you know, like at the grocery store or online. That is just not something that is cute, especially for a woman. It's actually very unattractive. And my husband really had to sit me down and kind of explain it to me, you know, like why he didn't support like the online stuff. And I agreed with him, and that's why I stopped doing all the foolishness, because I got sucked in for a while. But let me put some of this on. I got sucked in for a while, and I had to really like reel it back and be like, okay, yeah, that's not the person that I am, and I'm portraying something completely different than what I actually am in real life. So I need to chill out, essentially, right? And so in my opinion, people really need to just chill out online with all of this BS. If you're suffering that bad to where you're breaking down and you're calling people C words and F words and, you know, any word that you could think, calling them, you know, just dragging them through the mud. If you're doing that, then you definitely missed the mark, in my opinion, for your mental health. You're doing a disservice to yourself and a disservice to your mental health. And when you do a disservice to yourself and your mental health, you're doing a disservice to your family, your friends, your community in a whole. And I just can't support that. Like, it makes me crazy when I see it. I just want to like just tell the person, like, hey, how would you feel if this was your mom on here? You know, because a lot of us are moms and, you know, wives and girlfriends, whatever it is, friends, sisters. How would you feel if you really seen your loved one on the internet acting a fool, when they could actually go to a professional and talk about what they're going through and what's pissing them off or why they're triggered? How would you feel? Would you be proud of that person? In my opinion, I wouldn't be proud, and I wasn't proud of the person that I was becoming originally on this YouTube thing. So I had to really step back and find my lane. And my lane is just, you know, like, just look at it lighthearted, have fun. If it's not fun, then don't do it, right? This is my little Snoopy pouch. I love this thing. It's really a pencil pouch, but I use it for all my lip stuff, my eyebrow stuff. I have to touch my caterpillar eyebrows up. I got stuff in there. But yeah, just imagine, put yourself in your family member's shoe, like your children's shoes or your husband's shoes, whoever it is that you value. Put yourself there and ask yourself, would you really want them acting like that on the internet? That, like I said, it's embarrassing, and I would be embarrassed if I seen my mom acting a fool on the internet. I would go to the internet and apologize for her, and I would insist that she goes get the help that she needs. So I know that this is kind of a ramble, but I just urge people to use resources in the community instead of using YouTube as your therapy, because YouTube is nobody's therapy. And if you're not good mentally, YouTube could be a really hard place to be. And the sooner you recognize it, the faster you can make the changes that you need. Yeah, that's kind of what I had to say about that. This is my little Coach pumpkin. I got this a couple years ago. I keep my change in here, and I keep my lucky $2 bill. And so anytime I get change, I put it in my little pumpkin. I carry him year round because he's cute. And like I said, I got the Snoopy I carry all the time. I got the pumpkin. I got so much shit at the bottom of my bag though. We got the spray lotion. It leaves you shimmery. This is from Bath & Body Works. This is Yara travel perfume. And I don't know if anybody else loves to buy the travel size perfumes. I love the little samplers because you could just throw them in your bag and go. I don't know why I have all that. I got my bank card that I need to put in my wallet, or my little card holder. Where's my card holder, bro? I'm gonna put it in this one. This is my little Coach little flowers on it. But yeah, it's just been a little jarring and a little disappointing and triggering, the stuff that's been going on YouTube. And I guess it's been going on for years because I just haven't been here. Hand sanitizer from Five and Below. These are pretty good. I like those. I carry 2 of them with me. This is my favorite from Five and Below. My lips. Let me see if I can get it out. My nails, my hairbrush. It gives you a nice little brush. And it's just little lips. I got that from Five and Below for $1. Good dollar spent. But yeah, YouTube is not really the place that you should go and act a fool, because it's embarrassing. And I would, like I said, I would be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for my children that I acted like that on the internet, you know, like a while back. Like, I'm embarrassed for my children that they had to see that, because that's not the person I am, and I don't act like that. I don't tend to get out of character so quickly. These are really good. I get these at Dollar Tree. They are a mint, like a Himalayan mint, that you just, if you're feeling anxious, you just put it next to your nose and you smell it in, and you get like this sensation of, it's Himalayan pink salt, and it's a little minty. And so this helps like with your anxiety. If you're feeling overwhelmed when you're out and about, this is a good thing to have. More lotion. I can never get enough lotion. More lip gloss, because I got 1,000,000 lip glosses. I still got more at the bottom of my bag. It's ridiculous. My little Stanley pill holder. I keep my my pills in here just in case I'm out and about and it's time to take my medicine. They're all in there ready for me. I got this from Dollar Tree the other day. This is a pretty good little Carmex. I like this one. This is from Five and Below. This is a lip plumper. This thing burns so bad. I still use it, but it burns. Look, I'm going to put it on right now and see if I start acting funny. You don't have to put much. It's already burning. It burns, but I kind of like the color, but it burns really bad. So I still keep it though. And then my favorite ones are the lifters. I have a couple of those. My other hand sanitizer. I'll keep 2 of them just in case. This is my little pen to text with. If I text, I use this pen. This is cool too. This is a lint roller. So if you're out and about, you just peel it and you can roll yourself. So I carry that with me too. And another lip gloss, ridiculous. And then my Rare Beauty compact, is that they're called? I think they're called compacts. So they have the puff here that has a little powder in it, and they have the blotting spots with the mirror. So I carry that too all the time, just in case I have to touch myself up. Now this is my favorite new gadget. If you have to open, this opens cans for you. So if you have to open the can, if you got nails, you use this to open the can. And if you're drinking out of the can, you can flip it and it covers the hole so nothing gets in it until you're ready to take another drink. So I got like a 50 pack of those. So that's all I had in my bag. And then these are the Mojos. Have anybody seen these? Mojos are little caffeine things. You can suck on it for like 20 minutes and it gives you like a boost of caffeine. I carry those with me just in case as well. But again, let's not embarrass ourselves and our loved ones on YouTube. Let's try better. Let's try harder to utilize the medical professionals that are available in your community. If you don't know any medical professionals in your community that can help you out, then call 988. They'll find your resources for you. But this stuff that I've been seeing on YouTube is just blowing my mind, with these people crying and fighting with people and stuff like that. It's just I know it's entertaining for a little while, but after a while it kind of gets old and it gets embarrassing, and I get secondhand embarrassment. Well, thanks for listening while I was changing my bag out, while I rambled. I know I rambled on. That's what I do because I got like 1,000,000 thoughts in my head. But again, if you don't have a medical professional, call 988. They'll give you resources for a medical professional. And try not to come on YouTube and act a fool. If you wouldn't want to see your mom acting like that, remember that you shouldn't be acting like that. It's not a good look. It's really a tacky look to be attacking other people, calling people names and things like that. It's ugly. And that's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, everybody.